Guruji, you sometimes tell us not to think of God and forget all about God. But at the same time, you help us to connect with the divinity when we meditate. Beautiful.
The God you have created in the mind, the interpretation you have created about God, that don't depend upon. Most of the time we are depending upon the God created in the mind, and that is blocking you to experience what God is. 99% of people, they are suffering because of the interpretation they have created, they have strengthened, they have nurtured about God. Now, can I drop all the interpretations I have created about God, because all my interpretations I have created about God based on faith, based on belief, based on hearsays, based on interpretations of the other people, based on assumptions. It is not based on the fact. It is not based on the fact. So, is it possible for me to clear my perception from all these interpretations and make my eyes naked to see divinity as it is? This is what I am trying to help you people. It is our interpretation about God. God is going to protect me, but God is not protecting me. God is very compassionate, but I see all cruelties around me. Right? Places, I am so good, still why God is not doing anything to me? Please say this. Are you seeing the beauty of it? Yeah. It means you are not seeing the God. Because the God what you are talking about is not the God. It is a concept. It is an idea. It is an imagination. It is based on your fear. Your fear has created another ideal to hold on. Please go into this. Your mind needs something to hold on, so we have created that crutch as God, whereas that is not God. So when you start negating neti, iti, when you start negating, then you will be in touch with that. Don't try to probe what God is. Try to understand what you are. If you try to understand what you are, then what you are not, all will start going away. First do that. Please don't again bring God. I don't know God. How can I communicate with you when I don't know God? How can you talk about God when you don't know God? How can you talk? So don't talk. Stop it. Now talk about yourself. Ask this question: who is that who is talking? Who is that who is arguing? Who is that who is trying to prove a point? Ask this question. Go back to that. Don't compromise, please. Those who are mediocre are not going to experience what truth is. We are all mediocres. We want some crutch, we want some support, we want some psychological thing to depend upon. A sadhaka is not going to grow in that kind of situation. Yes, in the beginning it may be needed because I am terribly weak, so I need a support. So I have taken those things as supports. But now I am not going to take those supports because I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. So how can I talk that which I don't know? I can talk that which I know. I know my violence, so I can talk about my violence. I know my anger, I can talk about my anger. I know my hypocrisy, I can talk about my hypocrisy. So let me talk about it. Let me not talk about that which I don't know. Clear? So stop talking that which you don't know. Stop talking. You are glorifying your own self. Your self-pity has been glorified in this form. It is still the self-pity what you are talking about. Please see this. A man who is horribly poor talks about idealistic, simple living. Why he talks about that? Why he talks about it? Because to cover it up. If Lord comes and gives the financial support, then his idealistic stand will start changing. Then he will start making another statement. This TV is not for me, but this TV is for the people who are staying in the house. So your whole position changes. Please see this. If you are truly idealistic of that simple living, even if God provides hundreds of things, you don't accept it. If at all, if there is God like that, you don't accept it. You simply say so, sorry, no, no, no. So that kind of integrity we have to develop deep within. That is my concern. I am neither talking about God or against God because I don't know what God is. I am making my position very clear. I don't know what God is. If I experience God, words will not come out. And God will not give big lectures. Since I am giving big lectures, it means I don't know that entity. When I don't know, how can I talk about that entity? Please, clear? If you know, then you talk.